Yes, peeps. Welcome back. I hope you lot all had a good bank holiday weekend. If you're new here, welcome. To all my viewers, hello. Right, so guess where I'm at? Yeah, baby. So this is my third video about West Ham United. If you watched my last video, I predicted that we're going to let Brighton score in the last minute. What I didn't predict was that we're going to let Brighton score twice in the last minute. The thing about West Ham right now, okay, it's the hope that kills you, isn't it? When we went 1-0 down and I saw that goal, I thought to myself, all right, fair enough, that is a brilliant strike, okay? It was 30 odd yards out and fine, we were defending a little bit deep, but that kind of things can happen, especially with a nervous defence. Scored from 30, 35 yards out. And, you know, we knew, right, they've got that capacity to do that. But the thing is, when we did go 1-0 down, I wasn't really worried. It was early in the game, and West Ham do have this knack of being able to claw themselves back when we're 1-0 down. So I was hopeful. I thought, yeah, let's see how this pans out. And then, of course, you know, Bowen always putting his shift in. Bowen assisted Kudus, he put one in, and it was 1-1. That's when I started getting nervous. You know how this goes, because we know if we go into the last few minutes during 1-1, we're definitely going to let a goal in. That is now, you can bet your life on it. As I said in my first video here, you can bet your life on it. Then, once again, our top fella, Bowen, makes another assist, and Souček, who's always putting their work, Souček, who's always putting his work in, as I've mentioned before in my previous video, he puts us 2-1. And I was thinking, wow, I did say in the other video, I predict that we're going to win 1-0 because all right now we can do as West Ham fans, just stay positive and hope for the best. It's literally like that now. So when we went 2-1 up, I was thinking, all right then, well, is Potter onto something like I mentioned in my previous video? Maybe he knows something we don't know. Anyway, 2-1, right? And that's when I started to get really nervous. At first, I thought, do you know what, 2-1, we might have this. And I looked at the league table, and we went up from 17th to 14th. And do you know what? Just looking at the name West Ham United, from moving up from 17th to 14th, I know 14th ain't nothing to shout about, but it just felt so much better. And then the nerves started kicking in, because I knew right now what's going to happen is there's a good possibility that we're going to let them equalise. Boy, was I wrong. Oh, not only did they equalise, they scored two in 10 minutes, the final 10 minutes. And the thing about it is, we knew after the Ayari goal that they've got that capability, yeah? So when Alima got it in that field, instead of running towards him and spreading out, we were sitting so far back and just gave him all the space in the world, and they basically scored from exactly the same spot. I don't know what, I feel kind of bad for Graham Potter, and I'll be honest with you. I really don't know what he's got to do, but maybe we should take all the defence, the Specsavers first, before we get them training on the pitch. All the defence was absolutely crap. In my last video, I did say that Potter's not the man for us. Now, I don't want to go on about Potter, I'm done with that, yeah? I'm absolutely done with that. Any person, any pundit, any West Ham channel saying, oh, we should still give Potter a chance, mate, what exactly are you smoking? It must be that tap shit, man. It must be the tap shit, because it must be the same top shit that the people that run this club are smoking. Because the bottom line is, Potter's now had 15 games. He's still delivering 20% win for us. And overall, in his career, it's 377 or 78 games, something like that. His win rate is around 38%. Now, if you think that after spending 330 million on players, that the person to lead us is a manager with a 38% win rate, like I said, man, what you smoking, man? Tap shit, man, tap shit. Listen, it's a joke, it's a joke. Honestly, anyone who believes Potter is the man that we should gut the club for and buy a load of players at 38% win rate, I don't even know if you're a fan. Are you a West Ham fan? Listen, I'm not gonna say Potter's not the man anymore. If you've got half a brain, you'll know he's not the man. Just his 38% win rate should tell you that he is not the man. Anyway, so let's move on. This video is all about the top 5 managers that I've chosen. I'm not a pundit, please. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, okay? I'm just a very concerned fan, because we've got a circus going on in here. And the type of managers that we need for West Ham. Now, I do believe, at the bare minimum, the very, very bare minimum, okay, we need managers 50% plus when it comes to their win rates. I mean, that's a starting block, right? If we can't get a manager on that kind of level, what's the point? You know, like I said in my other video, the only reason we got Graham Potter in was because Lopetegui was so bad. He was so bad, we just had to get someone in. And I don't think when we grab around for managers in desperation, we should give them a contract. They should just be interim. Come in, see what you can do, you know, till we look for someone better. So this video, I'm not going to go on about how crap West Ham is and what a circus this club's become. Buying players, selling players. It's almost like a used car place, isn't it? Yeah, buy some second-hand cars, sell them on. Oh, it's an absolute joke. It's not even a club. It's like a transfer place for footballers. What a joke. What an absolute joke. So anyway, this video is all about the managers, the top 5 managers that I think I kind of chosen as a fan. Tell me, correct me if I'm wrong. I always tell you this, correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes I say, sometimes I can make comments that might not be right or I'll get it mixed up. Just let me know. I'm not thoroughly researched and versed at West Ham. I just want West Ham to win. That is my goal, just to win, because we don't seem to be able to win any games. So, I mean, if you do have a football club, winning is quite important, last time I checked. But anyway, so these are my top 5 managers because of the style of their play, because of what they've done in the past, are our best options going forward when inevitably we get rid of Potter. I just want to say I saw Potter's conference and I felt kind of bad for him. It must be a lot of pressure, and this is nothing personal, man, but he's just not the man. What you smoking? Can I get the number? Because it must be some good shit, man. Jesus, what are you on about? Right, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to give you my list of 5 managers that I think West Ham needs, and let me know in the comments, okay, if you agree or if you don't. All right, guys, so the first manager on my list is Erik ten Hag. He has a win rate of 61%, believe it or not. He has 345 wins in 565 matches. He's a top fella to run this team, and he's out of contract, recently having left Manchester United. Number 2, Paulo Fonseca. He has a career win rate of 56%. He has 330 wins in 587 matches. His contract status, he's in contract, currently managing Lyon, but reportedly he is unsettled. So that's a perfect number 2 option. Then for number 3, we have Edin Terzic. His career win rate is 58%. He has 103 wins in 176 matches. His contract, well, he's out of contract, recently having resigned from Borussia Dortmund. Then we have Roger Schmidt. His career win rate is 57.5%. He has 425 wins in 739 matches. Also, he's out of contract because he left Benfica earlier in 2024-2025 season, and he's just hanging about, I think. Then, of course, there is Jose Mourinho. Now, I know he's not everyone's favourite, but he's got one of the highest win rates out of all of the people on this list. Well, he has the highest win rate of 62%. He has 735 wins under his belt after playing 1,186 matches. His contract status, well, he's in contract, currently managing Fenerbahce, and as we all know, he is not happy there, and I think he has expressed interest in coming to a Premiership club. So there you go. That's my 5 managers, people who have a certain playing style that could help West Ham to get where we want. I am completely against rebuilding this team under Potter, because we're just going to go round and round in circles, and where we stop, we will never know. Well, actually, we do know, because one thing we can rest assured is that if the 3 teams at the bottom weren't so piss poor, after spending 330 million quid, we'd right now be in a relegation battle, all right, which is extremely concerning. Now, I'm a fan and I don't like to get into the ins and outs, and I don't like to put people down. This is not putting Potter down in any way. This is not even putting the board and the management down. But there is a problem here. And to be honest, I thought Mark Noble, being a Towner, being one of the best West Ham players we've ever had, and his heart is purely West Ham, I thought he would have make that connection between the fans and the players and the people that run the board. And if Mark Noble can't glue this team together, I don't know who can. He's proper West Ham and he's proper from the area as well. So yeah, guys, let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you think. And I think it's high time that fans like me and you make our feelings heard, because people are saying this is some sort of trying to make money for the board and the owners and all of that stuff. We don't know. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't, all right? But one thing I can be sure about is that if we do start winning games and we start playing for cups and stuff, nobody really gives a shit. And also, if the owners are all about making money, remember, you make more money when we're in Europe. Nothing beats the money that European football, brings in. So remember that. I hope you like the content. Let me know your thoughts on my top 5 managers. We also need a striker, and in my next video, I'm going to give you my top 5 strikers that I feel that is needed for the club. Once again, when it comes to strikers, Fulkrug wasn't played. He's just starting to find his form. He scored a good goal the other day, but Potter, for some reason, didn't play him. Now, I don't know if that's because of what he said, etc., but things ain't looking good, and I don't want this club right here being led by a man that has a 38% win rate. Absolutely not. That does not meet our expectations of who we want to be and where we want to be, even in the slightest manner. If you think after spending 330 million, a 38% win rate manager is the person to lead this club, mate, you know what I mean? It's a joke. So, like, share, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts, yeah? Is there other managers that you think could do better? Let me know, because the comments have been really interesting as well. All right? Peace, love, unity, take care, and I'll see you on my next video.